Let's do it.
That's it.
Here we are.
Yo, Hack Ride
Heck right.
in the house. Rob,
Hell yeah.
how you doing? Catherine, Audra. Hey, ladies, we need that drop from the Beastie Boys, bro.
Ooh, I'll get that.
Are we live right now? Did I press the button the right way?
We appear to be live.
Just double check. Are we live? Hey, can you see us? Hey.
We're here.
Good.
Yeah, live. Exactly.
There was a time when me and Cordiff, it was probably back in one of our earlier episodes. Since we're coming up on our 50th episode, I think that's very exciting. But Senor Corn and I, back in the day, once went live and did the show for, I think, about anywhere between 3 to 7 minutes. The better part of 3 to 7 minutes.
We did. It was one of our finer moments.
It really was a great opening. I mean, I've never had a better opening part of a show. So
yeah, we got a lot of rehearsal. Yeah.
It is my hair has been called a man bun. I want to clear this up. It is a chomage. Okay, it is Japanese samurai thing.
Japanese for men.
Top knot. It's Japanese for top knot, and I'll cut you I'll cut whatever off with the sword.
Oh.
Okay, yo, you don't want to mess around with the swords, man. You got to be careful.
That's right.
You'll be one of those green giant little nublet nibbles. Nublet nibbles, right. Whatever the fuck that is.
Those nublet nibbles.
You got to really... Is that what they're called in the box?
I think so.
So we have a great show tonight. There have been some goings on in several communities. One of them being a community where from whence Corndiff part of his origin story is in what's called the Dabbleverse. Now, this to me is something that's interesting. Being a Howard Stern viewer, you see something with Stuttering John, it would catch your eye. It's become a bit of a fucking train wreck, this Dabbleverse thing. And it's, people going on shows, they're sending links, they're getting in fights, they're striking channels, and they're looking to literally take each other out. But before we go any further, what do you think? What do you think should happen in the next 30 to 5 seconds?
Tony, probably we should go ahead and go. Let's go.
You got to stop me when I start talking, man. What? No, go ahead. I'll talk over the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's not the first time that I've spoken over applause. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of Ripcast. I think we should do this intro, Corner. Check this out. Okay. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, I'm Tony D, and you're going to go, I'm Corndiff Propane. All right, let's try it. Want to try it? See how it sounds?
All right, let's try it.
All right, and then you guys 1, say you like it. 2, it's gay.
We got to go or I'm going to forget my line.
Okay, ready? All right. Welcome to another episode of Ripcast. I'm Tony D.
And I'm Corned If Propane.
Yet another one here, a banger ready to load up. Here we are, Podcast Wars 2023.
Yes. Serious business.
It's a lot of serious business. There are people. Yeah, what do you think? We got somebody who just popped in.
I think we do have a guest.
I think we have a guest here. Okay, yeah, we do have a guest in the back. Yeah, that is his last name.
Yeah, it's Propane. There's a story behind it, but for another time.
I would say Propane. Because he's part Italian.
Yep.
True story. So, and this is somebody in the back who is very important to this story because we are actually going to be watching a video from an exclusive that they got on their channel. So we're going to just chill for 1 second back there. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that you're here.
Getting the thumbs up. Awesome. But
what we have is one party going by the moniker DrinkOnCringe versus, and this was on the thumbnail, Shuli.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Shuli and all of the, Dabbleverse network shows therein, right? I think we have you have the BS show. You have several programs on one.
Too many to count on one cob.
Ridiculous stuff. Crazy what they got going. Now, lo and behold, what happens is one day we wake up and the Shuli network is given a strike. A very heavy community guideline strike.
Sad times we live in. Sad
times. Now, before we bring out our guest, I want to show you our guest's program, which is Insufferable Bastards. So everybody's going to have to, everybody's going to have to give them a follow. All right. But we're going to take a quick look here at some of the work that we are going to critique, some of the story. And what do you think of some of this, Corndiff? What do you think is going on here? I always think it's bullshit when people get a channel taken down or taken out. It's fucking ridiculous. It happens to me all the time.
It's complete bullshit. All I know is I like that orange guy. He's got something going on there. That's a good outfit.
Something there. He really is. And he's also a bit of a player. Same with this guy in the upper left up here, Carlos Danger. And you guys are just going to have to guess which one of these three. All right, let's do a little thing here. Now, if we have DrinkOnCringe in the back, put a 1 in the chat. If we have Obnoxious John in the back, put 2 in the chat. And if we have Carlos Danger in the back, go ahead and put 3 in the chat while we watch this clip. Now, this is basically a direct question to the alleged culprit of said strike.
Yeah.
Misstatements I might make, but it was heavily applied today, DrinkOnCringe, that you might be behind whatever is going on with these community engagement strikes or complaints. Is it you?
First of all, I have to explain. If you report a channel for whatever reason, for a community strike, copyright strike, you never get a reply. They never tell you if you report something, you never get a reply oh, we did this or whatever. You never get a reply. So I don't know if I did it. I hope I did it because I hate fucking Shuli Network.
Okay, so
he hopes he did it
right there. He hopes he did it.
What's that mean?
It means this is somebody who, again, you've seen what's happened with my channel, right? It's with these ex-Scientologists, these cult members. I mean, they come at you, they don't like you, and that's what happens. So what you're seeing here, the host of this show, getting this exclusive, we have him with us here tonight. Let's bring him out. Give him a nice round of applause. Say hello to Mr. Carlos Danger.
Mr. Danger.
It's fucking hot in my basement. I apologize. I'm sweating like a pig.
Well, welcome to Ripcast for the first time. We're happy.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you very much for the invite. I appreciate it. Zero Dark Tony and Corn Diff.
Indeed, we are taking over secretly over here. We're doing it quietly.
Right. Good for you.
Not after a couple of these shows, though. it's going to get a lot less quiet after having you on, but that's okay. We can handle it because to me, the idea, and I've been dealing with, we all have our, when you're a creator of a certain ilk, we tend to bring a nemesis or two into our foreground, right? So I happen to be dealing with these ex-cult people who have tried to report my channel. They've had my Twitter, suspended for a few days. They've had my link tree taken down. I mean, these are people that just don't like you. And to me, it's a matter of free speech. What is your position on people striking other channels?
Oh, geez. Well, I'll first claim ignorance because although I had Drunk on Cringe on my stream last night, I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to learning a bit from you. But that being said, on principle, yeah, I don't understand why that would be a tack someone would take. Specifically, what's being alleged here by Shuli is that it's essentially exploitation of whatever YouTube guidelines and loopholes and whatever the fuck you can do to screw somebody over. So that's not good. I think we can all agree on that. I have like sort of complicated personal feelings about Drunk on Cringe specifically, only because I think anyone I appear on a stream with is now my friend. Right. So I have that whole parasocial relationship going on. But yeah, I mean, I don't support people striking other people's channels, particularly in the Dabbleverse, because it's, we were born out of the Howard Stern show. I think Carl from WATP made this point a little bit on Twitter. What did Stern do? He fought the FCC, and the enemy, that the people who reported Stern to the FCC, they were the common enemy,
right,
to like 14-year-old Carlos Danger growing up. And now we're all reporting to the FCC.
Well, it sounds to me like you listened to him for the very first time, like I did. We probably around the same age when he was on in DC, right? That was the first.
No, I'm from New York. I first heard him on WNBC on AM radio when I was real young, and then the K-Rock days. That's like the heyday of my Stern listening, and of course, like the Artie years.
So would that be in the what year would you say that was? Was that around 84, 85?
I first heard him on a cassette tape. It had to be 1983, 1984. Yeah, I got four older brothers. Right? I'm 49. My oldest brother is like 105. So he would tape Stern and then corrupt me, the youngest in the family, and play like, I remember specifically, it was I think it was the Match Game or the Dating Game, and it was Lou Ferrigno, who's deaf, getting Oscar Mayer washer dryer confused. That's my earliest Stern memory. I'm a fucking loser.
Wow, man. I remember hearing him right before he went to New York. He was in DC, and I remember hearing just a couple of those, like of all places, in my aunt's car. Right,
it's just wild.
On the radio, my aunt's car. So,
and today they throw you in jail. You can't. You know what I mean? The aunt would be brought up on charges, child endangerment. Crazy.
Everyone has the IST on the end of their name, whether it's there's racist, misogynist, all this stuff.
Wait, are we talking about Ray DeVito? That's a whole other show.
A DeVitist. He's a DeVitist. Let's just get back real quick because I just want to jump into where Shuli came in. Oh, yeah. And this was when I was watching this last night. This is quite a moment because my position is I think anybody who tries to get someone else's channel taken down because you don't like them is a bitch. Now there was one instance where I did report a channel, but it was a guy who was a former UN guy who had two like underage, girl charges on his ticket, and they gave him back his Twitter. Right. So in that case, like his name was Scott Ritter. And you can look him up, Scott Ritter, former UN worker. He was already, and that's when I reported it because it's like, no, this guy shouldn't be online. That's his charge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's far afield from comedy channels in the Dabbleverse where we talk to cartoon corn, potatoes, guys in wrestling masks. We shouldn't be reporting each other in this world.
Right.
No.
If there's a crime going on, but a crime isn't calling somebody a cunt. It's not somebody not. And I think the crux of this argument was a simple link to NLO.
That's exactly what it was. NLO had gone hard against Drunk on Cringe, and then the Shuli Network put a link to that, like in one of their show descriptions, and then Drunk on Cringe contacted Shuli and said, "Hey, what the fuck? Take that off there, please." Then they got into a little private messaging back and forth
on Twitter, right?
Yeah. Well, no, private first, and then Shuli put that out to Twitter because he felt one of them was a blackmail attempt, and then it just blew the fuck up from there. And that was a couple of weeks back.
And doesn't he sort of explains it here with Shuli, who just jumps in. And for those who don't know who Shuli is, Shuli Egar worked on the Howard Stern show. He was one of the guys. The way I see him is he really did a lot of stuff with phone calls. He got on the show because of his content that he provided the show. And I'm trying to put it in a more modern context rather than just, calling in. But that's really how they developed content back then on Howard Stern. They used the audience quite a bit. So Shuli is just basically like an audience member who got on the show, worked his way up, and eventually started doing some really amazing stuff with a lot of what you call the whack pack. So let's just have a quick look at what Shuli.
Sorry about that. Here is Shuli Egar.
Oh, what
Egar
a surprise!
Of the Shuli Network.
So let me get this straight.
Us.
So thanks for having me. So let me get this straight. So you get upset about being in.
I'm not upset, Shuli. I'm not upset.
Hey,
You're
hey,
upset.
Wait,
can I
Drunk on
talk?
Cringe.
Can I
Hold on.
talk?
Let
Can I
him.
talk?
You're
Let him.
upset. No. Don't start. Don't even start with this condescending. Oh, you're upset. Fuck off with this condescending shit.
Let him have his,
mano,
he
but
just
not
came
with
on.
this
Let him
condescending shit.
speak. Let's be men
I
here.
get
He'll
it.
speak
Okay.
and then
I
you'll
get
speak.
it.
I gotta say,
Now-
Shuli, hit that like button, guys. I would say
Oh, yeah.
Shuli looks pissed.
Yeah, Shuli's pissed. Now, is Drunk on Cringe inebriated?
Yes. I would assume so. I mean,
Okay.
it's in his name, and that was my impression.
Just
I want to say me saying "Let's be men" is the cringiest shit I've ever said in my life. I apologize for that.
Well,
It's beautiful.
You just got to get in there and throw the punches when you got them.
Yeah.
I do just get a sense that he's inebriated quite often, and he is really smashed here. I've never seen him on and not be. I've seen him a few times because I like to watch Patrick in the morning, so that's kind of like the morning show that I watch. I'm up pretty early.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
and I'm on the
me
West
too.
Coast. So
Oh, shit.
yeah. So I'm up sometimes 4:30 in the morning. But when I saw this guy for the first time, I was like, how much alcohol? Because I've been sober for a while off alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm just thinking, like, how much do you have to drink? Because I used to get pretty shit-faced on
All of
my
it. You
stream.
have to drink all of it.
But yeah, just incoherent. How were you communicating with him, Carlos? How was he with you, like,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
off camera?
He started to, we message each other. We've been on a handful of streams before. We're friendly.
Mm-hmm.
He's never done anything to me. I've never done anything to him, except perhaps this. I just he's been on Ray's stream a couple of times. He's German. You guys might have noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's got an accent. He does drink a little, I guess. But overall, I had fun being on stream with him a couple of times that I was on stream. I thought he did some pretty funny videos, looking at Ray's psyche and things like that. The way this came together was, obviously he went to war with Shuli on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He had a couple of long rants on Twitter, and then he's disappeared for a while. And I saw last night that he was back on Twitter going at it with Shuli again. This is, of course, after Shuli's channel has been pulled. And he is pretty much saying, I'm the guy.
Right.
I think there's still debate as to whether he is the guy, because there's obviously no proof of that at this point. But he was gloating, and he was like stepping up gingerly to totally claiming it. But I saw him on Jake Hudson's.
He was eager to take to take the
He
credit
wanted to
for it.
talk
Right.
about it. And I saw him go on Jake Husden's stream, right? And he was on there with OJ and Spaghetti Tooth John. Daytwa, I think, was in that stream, and somebody else I'm not familiar with. And you know, when Drunk on Cringe,
and to the audience here, that's just for 1 second, that these are just some characters that are associated with the chats and some of the lore that we're looking into behind this story, which is basically about, for those who just jumped in, the guy in the lower right had put a strike on the guy in the lower left's channel for no reason, and the guy who's here with us live is in the upper left. So this is his show that we're watching because he kind of got an exclusive here. Those who've been watching my channel and Ripcast and Corn Dip, you know, we've all had our problems with people trying to dox us, right? And, you know, I think everybody's experienced that who turns on a camera. And this is what we're talking about. And just that it's bullshit. So, Danny, this is right in your wheelhouse, bro.
Oh, I get it.
So-
And how many times did he cry? Please send me the link. No,
How is it just a strike for like a week or something?
I am not
Or
sure. I
just
want to
like the
say
channel's going away. Like
I want to say it was
channel's
2
gone.
weeks, but I don't.
Wow.
You know, I missed a lot of
That's a
Shuli's
second.
reaction to this all week,
Mhm. Mhm.
so I'm not 100% sure.
A second strike would be. It wouldn't be 2 weeks. It would be more than that.
Yeah,
Right.
it's definitely a second strike, but I just don't know.
talk, Shuli.
Oh Jesus!
So this is because all of this is because there was a link in the description to a Patrick Melton episode, and from that you send me on Twitter basically a blackmail threat that I need to go on Twitter. Hold on. Let me finish talking.
No,
Let me finish talking. You send me a DM on Twitter, and I'll read it if you want, because it's right here. And the DM says the following: it wasn't my channel that it wasn't your channel that got struck.
can
it
you-
was
can you-
my.
dude, everybody has already.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
I appreciate
Drunk.
it because you've.
Did you mute him?
I think that might have been OJ. I mean, what was going on at this point? We had Drunk on Cringe on for 23 minutes alone. About
Wow.
15 minutes into
Right.
into the podcast,
You
Shuli
can
was
see it right
texting
below-
me.
Can you see the time code here in the bottom?
Right. Okay. Yeah. There you
Okay,
go.
so
So
that's-
Shuli
yeah.
started texting me at about 15 minutes, asking to come on,
Mhm.
and because this wasn't arranged, right? I didn't send out. I mean, I arranged it moments before we went live because I saw that Drunk on Cringe was on Jake Huston, but that was a disaster because Drunk on Cringe's microphone was blown out. They had all kinds of technical problems. So none of this was planned. So Shuli coming on, Drunk on Cringe contacted me after and said, you know, that wasn't cool, but there was no preparation done. And I thought in the moment, you know, he did file these reports against his channel. He was talking mad shit against Shuli. I thought it was only fair to have the two of them come on together, but I didn't give him a choice as to whether Shuli would join. I just brought him in.
Right.
So that's kind of a dick move, but I just thought
It's
it
your
would
show.
yeah, it's my show, and I'm also my goal here wasn't to make either of them look bad. I know this is why I don't get a lot of views on my YouTube channel, and I'm boring. I wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
I wanted to present both of them, whatever sides they had, take it journalistically, be old school, and just try to hear both sides of the argument. So
Right,
I
right.
wasn't
I mean,
trying to motherfuck anybody.
Okay, so here we go. Bad Aussie. Hey, Bad Aussie, what's going on? Mod of all mods of all time. On your first strike, YouTube, will you read that, Corn Diff? I can't see it.
On your first strike, YouTube will freeze your ability to upload any new content for 1 week. On your second strike, within that 90-day period, you won't be able to upload for 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. That sucks, especially, and you know, for people who are watching that aren't familiar with Shuli's network down here, there's a lot of people that he pays and feeds, and you know, doesn't really go after anybody. They don't seek, just like here at Ripcast, you know, and like Carlos here, we don't look to take people out, right? But we find it interesting when people do. So,
Right? Yeah. I am a drama queen. Totally.
I mean,
I'll own up
you
to
know,
that.
I mean, I don't know if anybody had the old grandparents that used to watch the General Hospital and All My Children, you know, if that was part of your repertoire as a kid.
They'd watch it while sitting next to the scanner.
Yeah, I mean, this is that same thing. This is that voyeuristic modern day soap opera for sure. In real time.
Had your
Hold on.
time. You've said what you needed to say. Now I'm going to
You
say.
already.
And by the way, my channel didn't get struck. Your channel did. You rely on your channel. I don't. Mine is a
no.
fucking hobby. Don't
Yeah.
come at me, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
used YouTube
yeah,
for ages. You
yeah,
know, you
yeah,
can buy people
yeah,
to strike a channel like
yeah.
you bought Twitter followers. It's quite easy. So don't
are
treat
you
me
cr-
like a fucking kid. I know you love to do this condescending
crying
thing.
now?
I'm not much younger than you, my friend, but I've been doing this much longer, and your livelihood depends on your channel. So back the fuck off. Now, here's the interesting part, is right after that, I have yet to respond. You write, so here's the deal. You write on Twitter that we made up. There is no stress and everything's fine. I will do the same. Then we ignore each other. Deal? Deal? So is that not a threat? Is that not blackmail? You
Okay, so
Wow.
who sees that? Put a 1 in the chat if you see that as a threat. Put a 2 in the chat if not. And this has really, to me, always been about people and their ability to say whatever the fuck they want. You know, it's a free speech thing.
Yeah, I mean,
He's muted at this point because what he was trying to do there, and I get it. He's sort of in this situation where he's got, if we look at like the power rankings, right? Shuli is from the Howard Stern show, seasoned broadcaster, and Drunk on Cringe is sort of a new YouTuber, at least in this world. So there's a power imbalance there. So Drunk on Cringe was trying to do that Stuttering John thing where he was just kind of going la 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 la. But you know, I wanted the voices to be heard. So that was really the motivation when he was muted. It wasn't to fuck him over, because I did get a lot of shit from people saying, hey man, you censored this guy left and right. But otherwise it would have been, you wouldn't have been able to hear what anybody was saying.
Exactly. And in this case, you have to really make an executive decision for not only the show so that people can hear, but the fairness of it, right? Because one thing that I see about, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Corndiff, because you are the bad cop. What I am thinking is that you have always been pretty fair, and people are going to give you shit when you don't take sides. Also, you can't win, Carlos.
Oh, absolutely.
I've
I've gotten shit from both sides. You know, I love Kevin Brennan. That gets me shit online. So, one thing about this whole world, particularly in the last week, it does feel like Republican Democrat all of a sudden, where it's just like we have to hate each other and we have to cut each other's throats and eat our hearts, and it's just, or eat each other's hearts. That bothers me.
I'll bet a lot of people thought that this was Kevin Brennan.
probably.
Who, Drunk on Cringe?
No, I mean, I'll bet
Everyone
a lot
else.
of people thought that this situation was actually Kevin Brennan's doing.
And I did ask that after Drunk on Cringe eventually leaves, and then I asked Shuli specifically that, and he said, no, we know this isn't Kevin Brennan. We know it's not his people, but we also know he's enjoying the fuck out of it, which I think is all accurate statements.
Well, also we saw that we see here from in the chat from Flat Cat Jessica, it appears Drunk on Cringe Twitter was suspended. So, you know, look,
YouTube page is gone too.
What's that?
YouTube and Reddit are all
now
dark.
Do you think those are his doing?
You know, he was messaging me after the interview last night. He was still going at it with people last night on Twitter after the interview. He did say to me, I don't appreciate being ambushed, but I know you had to do it. No hard feelings. And I told him, I thought, hey, you held your own, you know? So I don't know. I don't know where the morning took him, because then I went to bed.
Right. I don't think, I personally would never, and I wasn't suggesting that Shuli had anything. I don't think he would even bother, you know what I mean, to do anything like that. I think that's something that some audience members will take up upon for themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Although it is like, I mean, I was reading all the reactions on the Shuli Anonymous subreddit, Hackverse Anonymous, which is sort of a hive of anti-Shuli people. And, you know, they didn't like Shuli before, and they certainly don't like him after this interview as well.
Right.
And I saw OJ's a cuck, all that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah, you're going to get all that stuff. I mean, those are the people that are, you know, those are the sort of extremists that really do have that, that, oh yeah, let's look at their personal shit. That to me, I don't get. That's not a get off for me. For some people, it just is.
Yeah, and I'll tell you some of what I saw today. They're raising some good points because, like I said, I don't know anything about. I've never falsely reported a channel or deliberately reported a channel. I've never really had my channel fucked with, so I'm completely in ignoramus when it comes to the terms of service and all that stuff. But there were people in Hackverse Anonymous and Shuli's Anonymous saying it couldn't have just been one guy. It's got to be more to it, and they're of course questioning whether Shuli's even telling the truth in all this. So, well, it is an interesting perspective, I'll say, and I do like reading it.
I don't think he would just sit there and eat a dick for a couple weeks just to make a point with all the dough that they're leaving on the table, because a lot of the support is through super chats and that watch time and the memberships. And don't they freeze the member? Something, it gets fucked up when you get a strike. Even when you come back, I think that there's like a time where you can't use any of those back end,
those resources for financial.
Yeah. Like
the monetized revenue stuff. Okay.
Right. Like,
I saw
super chats away, and I'm not sure. I hope not.
Sorry, I keep fucking interrupting. I apologize.
No, you're the worst.
I saw. Sorry, Corndiff. There was something. I think it was Hackverse or Shuli's Anonymous where they were saying, well, because Shuli and his people have said the community guideline strike had something to do with an image in 2 seconds into their opening where it showed a rooster on a tree stump, and somehow that was twisted into animal cruelty, something like that.
Yeah.
And the other, the people who don't believe Shuli, the anti-Shuli sentiment that's out there is saying, well, no, it's the fake super chats, the thing that Brennan keeps bringing up again and again. And of course, we have no proof that there were any fake super chats, just sort of this insinuation that there is. And I certainly don't know how you would even prove something like that. So, right. But it is an interesting theory. Like in terms of conspiracy theories, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a different perspective.
When it gets to a certain volume, you certainly can look, and when you look at MSCS, for example, Tommy's channel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it just is like you could look at it and be like, okay, there are all that's. I mean, come on, how many Indian fans can you have, bro?
It's so blatant, it's endearing. Like it's so out of whack, his views for his content. It's so obviously fake. I never want it to change.
I always heard I've never bought any kind of engagement, because I always heard that if you do that once, it screws up everything. It's like steroids. If you don't keep using them, your nuts fall off.
Right.
That's right. You gotta keep it going, or else you lose the muscle.
Yep. Doing butt stuff with a corn cob. You don't want to. Once you try it, there you're done.
Don't ever repeat again what you have seen backstage here, please. I don't know what you coming on here, just giving away all the secrets, telling everybody how the burgers are made.
Sorry, I'm a hack.
So, what are some of the future plans for Insufferable Bastards?
Oh man, we have none.
Corndiff on at some point.
Yeah. Corndiff was on once. Corndiff bailed us out. I think I had a failed stream. We tried to watch One Too Many, the Stuttering John film, but then we came. But Corndiff has been on once or twice. So yeah, I'll definitely have you guys on, the dynamic duo. I do watch your stuff and see it on Twitter often. But yeah, I don't know. I was going to do a stream tonight to sort of address some of the criticisms I had, to sort of like Drunk on Cringe. His mic was low. I thought I could address that, but then I thought it'd be much easier to come on here and talk about it with you guys. So yeah, I never plan anything. Like, it's whatever interests me or Obnoxious John or the other host, Brian Spears, like 10 minutes before we go on.
And obviously, if you want to clip out your section from here, because we're going to do some more show, if you want to clip out your part and just put on your channel, go for it.
Oh, dude, I appreciate that, because I was going to ask you that. So thank you very much.
Yeah, not a problem. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming. I know that this was last minute. So I appreciate you jumping on here and giving your opinion. I've put the link in the chat to the video. I want everybody to go and subscribe. All right. For everybody from the audience here, go and subscribe.
Yes.
Make sure that you go and hit up Insufferable Bastards with Carlos Danger. And anything else you want to plug, brother?
I might be on Misery Loves Company at 9:30. I don't know. It depends.
This evening?
Kevin Brennan.
Please tell Kevin I said hello
tonight. Yeah,
I will. Yeah, he loves you, Corndiff. Yeah,
I
I don't
know
know.
he
I don't
does.
know if it's going to happen, but Ray DeVito is sending me threatening messages. So, all right. Thank you, guys. Love you.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right, man.
Carlos.
Thanks so much for coming by. Carlos Satan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir. That was cool to drop by.
Hell yeah. Love Carlos.
So, and we really just get the idea of what goes on sometimes between fair and unbalanced. That's nice. Carlos is fair and unbalanced. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Yeah, we got to get you could push your volume a little more on your applause, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Is that one coming in hot? Yeah. There you go. Right there in the
That
chat,
was
guys.
coming in low.
Right there in the chat. Go and subscribe. Super cool guy. Glad I got to meet him. That was our first encounter. So yeah, cool dude. You've
cool.
met him before.
Yeah, I've been on there. I guess it was I think it was one time, but maybe it was a couple. But
Seems like a good fella. I like him.
yeah, he's a great dude. Great dude. He's Ray's handler in general, so he's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, something that we should be able to talk to him about. Getting. Maybe we could do a little coaching with Ray. I could help Ray. Listen, man.
Does Ray want to be helped though? And if he doesn't, can you help him?
About.
Okay.
I'm just talking about looks, man. It's like,
oh, okay.
I don't know if I can do anything else. That's not my department.
You're gonna do a makeover?
Little makeover, a Ray gover.
What was that? Oh,
See what I did there?
a rake over. Yeah,
A Ray gover.
it seems appropriate. Yeah, just kind of a rake over.
Yeah, no, because I'll probably need a rake
Yeah.
as part of this thing to get rid of some of the gout. Okay, so we're going to what was the video? Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. All right, so what we're gonna watch now is we are watching some of the Nobody Likes Onions battle.
What kind of donkey did you say that was?
It's a fucking elephant. It's an Eames elephant, not a goddamn donkey. This is it.
I just wanted to see how pissed you'd get.
From the Eames chair. What's that donkey back there?
I was like, what's that fucking donkey doing?
What's that fucking dumbass donkey you got behind you, dude? It's an ass.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract. I was just like,
That's hilarious. It's a goddamn donkey. All right, I gotta share this one. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this. This is 49 freaking inch screen. It's like my thumb is getting like a big old workout every time. So all right, here we go. So SteelToe.
is it a touch? Never mind. Fuck it.
What's
never
that?
mind. No, you tell me your thumb getting a workout. I was like, because it's a 49-inch screen. I was like, why is it a touch screen and you're using your fucking thumb?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got one of those. I hate those fucking things.
You do?
Those are the
I
worst
think I do
mice.
too. I think I don't like it anymore.
You're starting to not like it. Yeah.
What the fuck can I do? What else can I use? Is there something I could just put here and just go?
So I mean, they've got
Wave
some
my hand
nice.
around?
They've got some nice vertical style mice that you can get. Logitech's got some great ones.
What's that? What's a vertical?
Well, you know how your normal mouse, it's kind of like just laying flat on the table.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just rotate it about, I don't know, however many degrees it is to where it ain't flat and it's vertical now. And then, you click like that. Your hand is at a more natural position.
45-degree angle.
Yeah, a little bit more.
A 90-degree
90,
angle?
about a 90. Yeah,
I would say then that's vertical, because if you're saying at a 45, I'm going to say not vertical.
yeah, a near vertical, parallel to
Near
almost
vertical. Okay.
quite there, but it's a little more ergonomic, you know.
There's
Know what I
got to be something that you could do someday to just do this. Just wave your hand around and I go bump and then D and bump bump.
You want that Minority Report ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch anything.
Have you seen the new ultra wides that are flexible? Like you can customize how much curve you want them to have. Like you can flex it in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the point is, but
That's not complicated.
it does.
All right, so
Where were we?
Patrick Melton, Nobody Likes Onions, SteelToe morning show, and look, a lot of the things Patrick's saying about SteelToe are factual. Now, this is part of these podcast wars, and we're bringing you guys some information about other podcasts so you could sort of see what else is going on in
Mhm.
other places between creators. It's also so people can see that we're not so bad here at all. We're actually quite polite,
Mhm.
but we don't have to be. So you better fucking watch it. Something bad cop. What a bad cop he is. He's like, yeah, I'll hit you with a phone book.
Gave him the stare.
You sure did. You gave it to him good. All right, so let's check some of this out, and you're going to see some of the critique. Now, the problem is what Patrick shows of SteelToe Morning Show is really all they do. I remember SteelToe being a show about sort of like when I first start, because I'm up early,
Mhm.
and they start from Minnesota. And, you know, they sort of did like news, right? They did like topical news stuff with a little bit of banter in between. Now it's like
Yeah.
all talk about their nemesis.
Yeah, it's like they're in kind of a, I don't know, is that the right now? An echo chamber or something?
Downward spiral. Oh,
Yeah.
echo chamber.
Oh yeah, that or that. But yeah, they're not. They've changed from what I once knew them as, for sure.
They are much angrier.
Yes, I think so.
Hey, Deitois.
Deitois, welcome to the stream.
Hold on. Welcome.
On at the work site, you playing this for them boys? I'd love to know. Call in 323-825-4999. I want to hear from the guys who put this.
Put a 1 in the chat if we should start doing call-ins for Ripcast. What do you think, Corndev?
I think we should. Long as one of us is willing to edit out the parts that whatever inevitably comes up when some shit ass
I'll
calls.
just have to be quick on the hang up.
We need a delay.
But even the N-word is not going to get you your shit deleted. You know that, right?
Nora?
Even if someone goes full N-word,
Yeah,
and I
I
don't mean, and no, you know, now Nora is just one of them.
It's terrible.
All right.
On
Yeah,
at
we
the
should take calls. Yeah, let's do it. But
Okay, cool. Yeah, people are digging
Cool.
it. We should do some call-ins because I do like that idea, and I've seen a few shows do it. And you know, even as I've watched this program do it, the Onions program, is that nobody really is abusive towards it. I mean, the person who's lately who
No.
I've heard who's been the worst is the Joey C guy, and he just sounds like he's drunk.
yeah, most of the time.
Alcohol, easy on
It's
the
not that
alcohol,
bad.
kids. Yeah, no, we don't know N-words. And I mean, like in the chat. I'm kidding. What happened to this show already?
Night who put this on in the shop. I want to hear from them boys, them blue collar boys who are out there listening to the toe. I gotta know.
Tony,
I'm guessing it's nobody. I'm guessing it's like receptionists in doctors'
good.
offices.
I heard
I
that
can-
one.
you heard what?
I heard that one.
That what?
You did that sound effect, right?
What sound effect?
Oh, stop it. Don't make me crazy.
Of what, man? No, I did nothing. I did nothing.
Oh, okay. So that was Patrick running a drop through.
Oh, probably him. Yeah.
okay.
No, what I was going to say is he's talking about the workers. Pretty much show me the blue collar guys that are listening to this program. I
Right,
cannot
right.
imagine listening to SteelToe back when I was a welder.
On the site.
No. That would
Anybody got SteelToe on? Turn it up.
no. It's closer to a Regis and Kathy Lee than a
Right.
job site type of
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yes.
And that's not an insult. That's just my observation.
Regis and Kathy Lee was very, very, very fucking famous.
Oh,
And if
fuck
they
yeah.
leaned toward that direction instead of trying to get into the drama stuff. He just doesn't come across as like, I don't know. He just gets a little, I would say, from his tone,
He gets pissy.
a little pissy, a little over his
He
skis,
gets pissy.
a little bitchy. Dare I say, bitchy.
And we all do sometimes.
For
I'm
sure.
guessing this is like, TSA agents listen to this show. It's got to be like really low caliber, low IQ women. That's who listen to this show. I imagine if you ever even felt testosterone course through your brains, you would change the channel.
It's just low IQ women.
Now, also, I wanted to note to my audience that this is the parallel universe. Hey, David Chandler. Yeah, arrogant. Entitled a little bit. Little over their skis. And this is, again, to what's going on the Zero Dark Tony channel with the ex-cult members. This is the parallel universe Aaron, okay? This is Aaron in the other universe. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Unfortunately.
Good morning and welcome to the SteelToe Morning Show. I am I think now just omni-congested Aaron Imholt, and that's Johnny. Welcome, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
That's a lot of logo.
Oh, on Johnny's side?
Snooty, if you will. No, just in general, like the shirt. And what is going on with the backgrounds? Why is it not?
Okay, so
What?
So Johnny broadcasts from a remote location.
Right.
They're not in the same studio.
Mm-hmm.
They're using an old banner from when they were on a radio station, I believe. Aaron is on the left.
Right.
So I don't know. Johnny's logo looks crisp and nice in the background.
It does
though. I
look
like
crisp and nice. I'm just saying, like, why? I mean, they're not matching nothing. This I see. This is horrible. I'm sorry. Like the background is just. It hurts my eyes.
I really have thought for a while that banner could be something else.
Who's that a picture of right there? Is that a picture of somebody?
I think that's Corey. Whatever his name is.
Corey Adam.
Yep, that one. Him.
The fuck is he doing there? What is he?
I don't know. It looks like it's printed onto the banner.
Right. Oh no, I see the remote there, but what? Oh, he's on the banner.
I think that's printed on the banner because that's been there. It's always there.
Right.
And
Hey,
there's
listen,
another, like
hold
on the
on.
April side of the banner. There's another person over there somewhere too.
Oh yeah, I see that. Ooh. Okay, so as far as that goes, Stiff Richard, yeah, I'm colorblind, but I could see, I can see that it's two E's over here, and it doesn't go. What is it? Eel. What are those two E's for? Eel.
Steel.
I mean, it just doesn't. It just the background. This when it's like this is disturbing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It won't stop. It won't go away. It's I hate it. I hate opening my mouth in the morning and then just
April's right. They're always sick. She's always cleaning up egg trash.
weeks, and it won't go away.
Fucking egg trash.
The new variant of COVID leaves you permanently congested.
Oh my god!
Write it down.
You really
I've done my
talking that shit?
research.
You got that long COVID. sir.
Yep, I've got long COVID. I've got Idris Elba COVID. And
Do I start my show this? Is this what it's like if I start my show low energy? Holy shit. I just did an hour ranting about a dead girl and a loser in Minnesota that was unplanned. I thought we'd be getting right into this like in the first hour, but I'm so talented that I just talked for an hour and didn't even notice. I had so much energy and stamina that I just talked for an hour. I didn't even notice I did it. Oops.
Are they both wiping their nose at the same time?
They are.
Wow. Colonel Brock, $5 super chat. 3 seconds. Well, she does not have. She wants to get herself camera ready. Well, she doesn't jump on the Ripcast. It's not her cup of tea. This is a little too lowbrow for Dana, to be perfectly honest.
Oh yeah. She'd have to be. Dana doesn't slum.
Yeah,
She'd
this
be
is
slumming it
this
here.
is us. We're dipping below the belt, so to speak. But speaking of below the belt, what about those prices for our memberships? $1.99.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the Ladyboy episode again. Yeah, the prices are great though. Whatever.
Jump on our memberships, either me or Corn. And if you are not, by the way, subscribe to all channels where this is broadcasting currently. Please subscribe to the Ripcast channel specifically, because we are really trying to build that up. We're getting a lot closer to 500 now, and then we'll be able to, do a lot more fun stuff over there.
Yes. And David Chandler has a point here. Johnny's Twitch show is way more fun, in my opinion, also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like his Twitch channel. He does it on YouTube too, but it's more active on the Twitch side as far as the chat goes. But yeah, I like it. I find myself watching it quite a bit.
Has he figured out all the zippity zings and all the bing bangs and the diamond jubilees and all the shit you get on Twitch? Is that why he knows?
He's got all the jubilees. Yes,
Yeah.
I have no idea. But
I don't know how to work all the pies and the fucking.
yeah, I don't understand Twitch or Kick, to be honest. I think I'm live on them when I broadcast, but I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with them. I don't really have a following over there.
What did Stuttering John used to say about something that helps him earn money? What is it? Facebook buy fucking, what do you say?
I never listen to him.
The things you buy on Facebook. See, I don't know. I mean, I broadcast to Facebook. I don't know how to, I don't know how to do any of this shit on the other ones. It's Zippy Zips and all these biscuits, and you get your little buy me strawberries and fucking
executables and your McAfees.
Right, almighty. It's like, send me a fucking something. Just ask for a refund off Corn's channel and sub here. There you go. That's the way to do it.
That's an option.
That's an option. Australians, by the way, for some reason they hate Corn. I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah, Facebook stars. That's what it is. Buy stars, and it'll help earn me money.
But aren't they like a penny each?
Something like that. Yeah,
Jeez.
buy me 200,000 Facebook stars, please. they're a fraction of a penny, which, ironically enough, costs 2 cents to make. Maybe more now. Cancel the penny. Enough. All right.
Oops.
I think
he starts the show.
His Twitch, so we could pull it up after this, because I'm curious about his Twitch now. We gotta watch it. Can you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like,
oh look.
Oh fuck! Should we even do this?
Penny, wow.
Nobody wants to be there. Poor Crutches knows he's making.
Send me 200,000 busy bucks and 4. It's like, god damn. Raspberries. Everybody go buy raspberries and tutti fruities and zebra sticks.
$50, 75 tops. Poor Mooby knows.
I want to start offshore gambling situation. What do you think of that, Corn Def?
How do you get started with that?
I know how to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
Go for it. Sky's the limit.
Hey.
He's making 50, 75 tops. Their goal for today was 330. They're currently at 285.
Offshore.
I can't even imagine. I just can't even imagine being so poor that
Can we move the cornfield to the Cayman Islands? How much would that be? You know what? Money's no
Doable.
object. Money's no object.
Yeah, it's doable.
Yeah. When people roll those first internet dice, we're on easy street, Pally.
Yep.
We'll leave this all behind us. Raspberry Yums, Jim Jams, Zippy Zoos. I think they have, what else do you think they got on there, Corn?
Flim Flams.
Flim Flams, Purple Horseshoes.
I had to count my money like that. I really can't. I look, the super chats and the gifted memberships are amazing. You guys are amazing. The support's amazing. It pours out of you people. I don't even ask for it sometimes. I abuse you. I berate.
The Quaaludes in the boat actually appear once you get that business going down there.
Huh.
And I say down there because I feel like all islands are down there.
They are.
More equator-ish.
Yeah.
Right? I think you like that. I think you like being yelled at. I think you like giving $100 and saying turnover square 29, and I go, 29's already turnover, you fucking loser. And then I go, to apologize, you should buy 50 memberships.
Okay, we're gonna move.
Yeah,
forward.
win by 2. We
That's not a
got.
good freeze frame.
I don't recognize anybody else.
Boy, he is. He really is. I mean, that is a very good description. I've heard Patrick use the description noodly.
Yeah.
He is a bit noodly. But
Pretty
he's
noodly.
a tall fella, huh? He's like
Yeah,
6'4".
he's tall. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just got that Millhouse from The
You know, that-
Simpsons physique.
Yeah, that take it to the hoop kind of take it to the
Yeah.
hole. Right.
Yeah.
Where's the other chat stream from? What do you mean? Where's the other chat? Like we're reviewing Patrick.
We're live
Watching-
on Ripcast and on
Yeah,
Zero Dark
Ripcast
Tony's
and Zero
chat.
Dark Tony. I see what you mean. I'm sorry.
Corn bailed you out for once. Damn, that's
he's
bad.
like, hey, listen, old guy. All right.
Leo Gunn. Is that the real Leo Gunn? I find it upsetting that Leo Gunn couldn't spend $1.99 to be a member over here.
Yeah, you guys can always get memberships on my channel for $1.99, on Corndiv's channel also for $1.99, and we go all the way up to $1,000.
Shit, mine are 99 cents.
Well, you have corn.
I'm just a corn.
That's right. That's right. We give you over on my channel, we give you HBO, free HBO. And it's not the cable channel, it's actually hot baby oil. Thank you. Hot baby oil for everybody. Free HBO.
$1.99 to be a member, you fucking pores. A lot of big names. Yeah.
Where's it? This is another.
Either way, Leo Gunn, that's hurtful. Just
Oh, this is where I wanted to get it to. Sorry.
Just pay one.
Do those as well. Sir K says omni means all things, always. Thank you. That's educational.
He goes, "Thank you. That's educational," and then hit a sound drop of a crowd
Why
cheering.
do they have this off balance shit going on?
Omni
here?
means all.
You still
All
talking about the
ways, all
background?
directions.
Yeah, man. I really just it's
That's
really
fucking with you.
fucking disturbing the shit out of me, dude. I feel like
Yeah.
I gotta tilt my head to the side. I gotta I don't know, maybe
Well,
squeeze one ball a little bit just to balance my.
Yeah, it's like there's just a huge variety of things happening here. Johnny's background looks great. The green screen background looks great. Johnny, okay, let's go to Aaron's background. Aaron's
himself looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who does? Who?
I think Johnny in
No,
his
he's
thing
washed
looks
out.
good. He is washed out, but
he's
he
a little.
does
He's
have a
washed
better
out.
camera. He has a better camera.
Yeah.
And his background's better. But he is a little washed out. And I'm just curious if that's just because they're in Minnesota. They don't get any fucking sun there, dude.
Could be. You could be right.
But he
Aaron's
is washed out.
Aaron's background looks washed out, not because of the lighting, though. I think it's just because of its age.
It's all busted.
Thank you.
Hold on.
That's educational.
Yeah.
That's what he did. That's what he did. That's just as relevant to what he did. Omni means always, all directions. Oh, thank you. Very
And I've been
educational.
noticing every time I sort of see some of this coverage because I'm curious about where this goes. And I think one of the issues that I had with SteelToe personally was I have a documentary coming out about coffee. And I'm not a real big fan of the white label type stuff that I believe that they are selling as the SteelToe coffee.
It's like if it were diamonds, it would be the blood diamond of diamonds. It's the
Yes,
blood. It's the bad coffee.
Now, there are things. Look, chocolate, and it's a lot of stuff having to do with, child labor trafficking, right? And I'm finishing up the touches on a documentary that I'm doing about it, and how some other creators like the Quartering and Adam Krigler, they all kind of have the same thing, and they don't answer, when you ask about, hey, where's this coffee from? They're like, oh, well, it's from the finest. Okay.
Yeah. I really don't know.
If you don't, these people are not coffee people. And if you don't know what temperature you drink your coffee at, you're not a coffee person. You might drink Starbucks. You might have a cup of thing in the morning and you might think your Keurig is real fancy or whatever, but no, you don't know anything about coffee. So yeah, more like lipstick on a pig. So when you have, like a good coffee and you know that it is sourced properly because the farmers and the beans and, the people that I deal with where I get my coffee, it has the name of the guy who picked the fucking coffee, where it is, the altitude, the location, exactly where the farm is, right?
Wow.
So, you have to keep those things in mind, right? When you're sourcing stuff.
I'm not going to lie, that sounds expensive. I might have to just opt for the blood coffee.
No, there's a lot of other coffees that are not blood coffees that are, made on a larger scale. They're just, it's just to me, I do the pour over thing,
Yeah.
And it's going to be 203 degrees. All right.
Ooh, specific.
Very
He's
specific.
a coffee guy.
That's right. Maybe a coffee guy.
Like, what is the drop of the Omni means this? Do we cheer when we learn a new word? Is this the Pee Wee Herman show?
And, as far as the study of what we see on the internet, this is very unique because if people haven't been tracking this, I feel like this fella, Patrick, has really done a number on this channel, but I believe it started before that. I think it started with the Chad stuff.
On what took a toll on SteelToe?
Yes. I don't
Yeah,
think
because it
it's
got
not Patrick.
it
was
got
Chad.
particularly vicious with the Chad stuff there for a while, right?
Mm-hmm. Very.
Yeah. And they kind of it brought out a different side of them in a way.
Mm-hmm. Patriot, I have had that exact French press with a couple of beignets. Delicious. Love the French press. Love the Colombian press. There's just a purity and the way that you bloom the grinds in a pour over is, to me, just, a little bit hypnotic in itself. A little bit of zen.
Now, in the same level of detail, tell me what you know about the question on the screen.
Coffee enemas, yes or no? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Put a little extra spring in your step, coffee enemas.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. That's all I know about it.
There you go. You heard
And
it
I
here.
know that Robin from the Howard Stern show used to get enemas with coffee.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a secret word. Ah! So when Aaron learns a new word, the drop he thinks to hit is the crowd goes wild. Okay.
Johnny, I'm just worried.
I want you to hear. I want you to hear how insane it is to play that drop at that moment.
Thank you. That's educational.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Another thing was about this fight, and this is a problem that I have, is that I actually heard, can you read this one from David Chandler?
David Chandler says they tried to back out of the fight, but still fires shots. He said he was done with Chad numerous times.
Right. I mean,
But he's never
then,
done with it.
well, because you keep going back to it because he starts to read that it gets them the views, it gets them. But
Yeah.
when you start to go down that road, they had something pretty solid that they had. It got all kind of screwed up by this. I mean, really, like Chad did a number on these fucking guys.
Yeah. Yeah, he took a toll on them. It brought out a different side of them, I think, for sure.
Go ahead and drop one of your links in there, Corn. If you got merch and everything like that, so drop your link in there. I just dropped mine. So go ahead and get some Zero Dark Tony merch. I got some of my own artwork over there. Grab yourself a hoodie. We've already got some things jumping off the shelves over there, our virtual shelves. The mugs and the hoodies are selling pretty well, which is great. And thank you for everybody who's buying them. Yeah, I was surprised. I went to the back end. I was like, holy Nikes.
put my.
And I mean, it's only about 12, but it's only been open a few days. So for me to sell 12 items of merch on my channel that, I just started to really, start to do these things, it's really cool.
Pretty good, really good.
Yeah. I mean, if it stopped right there, I would probably be happy, but go buy stuff so I don't feel horrible. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do I have any thongs? I will in a couple hours. Yeah, we got all the cool gorilla graphics over there, and my screaming gorilla head. Pretty funny.
That's a cool new logo. I like that.
Yeah, the gorilla head's pretty fun. We're gonna start doing some Ripcast stuff, and I think we should start not only a merch page for our thing, but also maybe a Patreon
For Ripcast?
Yeah. Patreon and Rumble, and do
I like
some
it.
things over there where we could just get crazy.
Oh yeah. No
Yeah,
restrictions.
we got the all from one buyer from the mugs. No, it was from a few people. Audra and Chris and some other people getting some stuff. Appreciate it. So where the fuck did this go? God damn it. See, with the thumb, I gotta skate all the way across the fucking park.
We're gonna find you a better mouse.
Why would
Yeah, man. Jesus. Just one that I could just wave my hand. This is a 49-inch fucking curved monitor, dude. It's crazy.
the crowd go nuts because you learned a word? Not a great peewee. Yeah, my voice couldn't do it this early in the morning. I can't crack. Whoa! I can't.
God,
It's too early.
That sounds
Always.
painful.
Thank you. That's educational.
God, that's so.
It's just the most.
When he does that, it looks like he just does not want to be there anymore.
When who does what?
When Aaron just went and reached for that, he just really had this kind of like, man, I don't want to be here vibe.
Oh yeah. I don't know where that comes from, but I've been seeing some of that lately.
I also have been working for a long time. I have my own steak rub, and just so you guys know, coffee grinds. If you want to have an amazing steak, take some soft some coffee grinds, right?
Mhm.
And some garlic powder and some salt and a few other spices that you like on a steak in there, and just sprinkle it on it. Coffee and cocoa are two amazing things to put on a steak. Yes.
Insane
ketchup.
sound effect.
And then ketchup.
Like the play right there.
Means all things, always.
The fuck?
Thank you. That's educational.
No, that's his
Okay.
delivery.
Johnny, I'm just worried.
Boogers. Boogers. I forgot my tissues and April's asleep. Boogers.
Yeah.
Amity means friendship.
Amity does. Indeed, it does.
Hit the button again. We learned a new word. Hit the crowd gone wild.
I'm gonna omni my sugar walls all over Aaron's fag face.
I'm gonna omni my sugar walls.
Sir K says, Aaron, you always look bad, so don't let that stop you. It's very encouraging. So I looked in the mirror today. I thought about that, and it just makes me wonder, am I going to be looking in the mirror and just wondering to myself,
Uh-oh. He reached for a drop 3 seconds ago. Again, this is his morning show. I haven't seen this, but his arm went out to hit a button 3 seconds ago. So he's already got a bit planned in his head. These are my favorite Aaron moments. He's got a bit planned in his head. He wants to play a drop. I imagine the drop has nothing to do with anything. But he's got Asperger's, so he thought of a drop, and now he's got to play it. He's one of those guys, literally, like if he thinks of it, like Chad. If you walk up to Chad on the street and go, brah, stick him, he'll have to go, stick him. He'll have to finish it. Like a normal person would just look back at you and go like,
festival.
excuse me.
We're gonna have a My Little Zony festival, and what do they call what are the people? They call them bronies.
Bronies. So I
Yeah,
don't,
bronies. We
I
have
don't
to
know
do
what
that.
they'd be.
Yeah, that's got to be a subject for us, by the way. So write that note down. Next Ripcast, we're going to cover the My Little Pony phenomenon.
Bronies.
Yeah, we're going to cover bronies and cloppers and all that stuff. 8. Okay.
Me, Chad would go, ha, stick him, ha, 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 stick him. He'd have to finish it. Ray has that same, if he hears the words of a song, he has to sing the song. So Aaron's thought of a sound drop. This may bite me in the ass. This may not be what it is at all, but I see his right arm extended.
I heard something here that we just have to get to, so hold on.
So, get over it. Eric from San Diego or South Dakota or Stucho Depot. I can't quit you, Mr. Melton. Buy hats, onions.
It's the summer of hats.
And that's a good point. Everybody should just buy a hat. At this point, there's no reason not to own a hat.
Store.
And we have great hats over at the...
I don't care about
Be realistic.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, April only does like 3 shows a week now. She used to do 5. Someone's daughter.
I'm trying.
But at a certain point, they just
find
become
something
another
particular,
bitch. At a certain point, they have an 18th
Okay, so
birthday, and that's just
what I found is this. And in a little while, if we could find this part, you see his mic. Boom.
Who? Which one?
Aaron's.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see his mic boom, and you see, it's like one of those spring ones.
It's horrible.
fine. We love each other. That's why our arms are in the air and we never face each other. We're happy. Deal.
Do you think I'm gonna leave him and go out with you?
Yeah.
Like that's all.
Okay, here.
Nobody talks about my wife like that.
Is sad enough.
I don't want that. Okay.
Michael B says,
who knew that?
Okay, so now this is what they do with this show. They now have this collection plate thing that they're shaking, which I think is a little much.
It's a great idea, right?
I mean, also with that coffee, you can make barbecue sauce with leftover coffee, and you could make red eye gravy as well.
Okay,
Still don't
terrific.
fall into Joey C territory with believing all this shit.
coming up next, we got Follow the Yellow Brick Road from Elton John coming up next on The Wave. April, Take Me to the Lake.
Thank you, Black Eyed Sue.
My booty for you. No, I'm not wearing.
And by the way, my audience and everybody else, just watch how many super chats and everything come in here and just start to develop those habits, as well as Ripcast for the future. We'll get there.
We're not with. We're not.
Well,
with,
they're still at one.
We gotta plow corn's fields.
Ooh,
Yeah,
oh dear.
that's expensive.
120, not really budging.
coming to the Vikings game with
It's
us in
coming up.
Las Vegas in December. I don't think so. Omega Dreads with $4.99 says for all the gals with a spade tattoo. All right. 1:15 away, and we've got 3 minutes to go. 1:15 away from today's program. F-wording N-words says I'm here for the
Did you hear it?
racism.
Wow.
Thank you for giving me a
Yeah.
home. Look, people
And you
enjoy
moved it.
Steel
You heard
Toe
the
for
scream?
different reasons, okay? Who am I to tell someone what their
It's the end.
experience is?
It's the end.
Chili Recipe changed his handle. What's going on?
Yeah, well, that seems like, or Hobo's recruiting from his neighborhood. One of the two. All right, $20 from Casey. Thank you very much to Casey. That's going to put us at 95. All right, guys, we are in the double digits. Let's knock this thing out.
We're in the double digits. Ah!
And $95 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats.
He restarted the music. Did you hear him? He restarted the music. They've been going for 7 minutes. They've been doing this.
Is
That's rough. That's rough. This is rough to
long
watch, man. This is rough
Yeah, it
to
is.
watch.
It's a little tough.
3 or 4 people deep now.
I know the music is like how to do da day. I mean, they are just they really lean into that whole, race trope thing is interesting, I suppose, for some.
Off we go. Gino Bisconti's airborne herpes bump says, "What's your fucking problem with me today, Aaron? I just gave you some good advice." Well, where is it? Hold on. I'm sure you and Melton can get on a happy punch card. They will promote 2 dorks off the internet to fight. I mean, look, you book me in anything. I'll take the guy to the hospital. But he doesn't want to. He wants to cry and whine. And then when I call him out on it, he wants to throw fits. That's kind of how his thing works. It's just, he's boring.
Classic
Always
Melton.
ready with one gifted membership to Michael White.
See, that's like the stupid thing that he does. You know?
What's that?
I am Two Toes. Tony Two Toes is me. Someone call me Tony Two Toes in here? Yes, I am known as Tony Two Toes. That is me. You could look up those videos online. They're about me. They're funny as hell. David Chandler donated $9.99 in the super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, $19.99. Sorry about that. $19.99 and a $9.99. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much, super chats. Oh, and a super sticker. Okay. Pair of characters sliding on the floor and he's saying, "Go." I love the descriptions.
Yeah.
All right. A few super chats from David here. Thank you so much. Coming in hot with the super stickers. Yes, indeed. Oh, that's where those alerts are going off. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Indeed. Here we go. Super stickers. So, yeah, the music being like a little bit, I don't know.
The begging music?
Well, you know, I saw the things when they go on and then Gino is there and they went on like Rumble and then, you know, Gino comes in and just pops off like a bunch of N-words. And it's just not, you gotta spread those out, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can't use like 5 of those in 30, 40 seconds.
They lose. I don't know how to finish this. No.
It has the same punch as a well-timed fart.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not something that you want to do all the time and be known for.
No,
Okay.
that's it. That's a good. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Right. But it can be funny and once in a blue moon in certain circles. I haven't heard it be funny like that, but I suppose it can be to comedians, you know, that hang out and drink a lot. That's funny. But, you know, the thing is that we watched some of those things on a Ripcast where people said the N-word and got their ass beat. Remember?
Yeah.
One of the first ones, we saw that.
There's a lot of people that don't like hearing that word.
Thank you very much. 95 away from today's goal, and we've got a minute and a half left to go. Can we?
Wow, the e-begging and the music now goes for like 8 or 9 minutes. I missed the first 2 minutes because I didn't know they started early today. So now they're begging for 9 minutes.
Wow.
Ace says,
$95 away.
hey, new fan here. Is this a bit or is this gold begging for real? Oh, it's real. EBT, Cole's cash, please give. Thanks, Isaac.
Come on now, everybody. We can do it. Everybody.
Come on, guys. We can do it. Chandler, they really
Wow.
need you over there. Don't do it. Don't do it today. You can do it tomorrow. Please don't do it today. I'll give the money back. I don't care.
The links are in the chat. Let's do this thing. Who wants to help us get to 95? How about all of you? How about everybody? Don't
My
worry.
God.
Everyone else
Wow,
will
this is
follow.
a lot of
It all
energy.
starts with one person.
He is like on the back. I just picture, you know,
He's
just
going
picture-
full on revival preacher right now.
yeah, it's like, oh, we got trouble in River City. Trouble with a capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness. Another super sticker. 1999 from David Chandler. Thank you so much. That is a collection plate, like from a church.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you so much. But Patriot was asking if it was a spittoon. It could be, I suppose. But I think those are brass, and you can go ding, ding.
Oh, let's get this e-begging thing going. There's nothing worse than missing after you rattled the can at people and begged.
That's not you.
We can do this.
They were at 120. Chandler's like, I think they'll do it. They're 95. They can't do
Right
shit.
here. Thank you so much.
They can't. They got
Super chats, super chat. Nice. Thank you so much. Another one from David Chandler for 1999.
I'm your huckleberry.
Hello. think next week we should just bust out the stripper poles here and
25.
Yeah.
And one
and break out the grill.
person gave 20.
On a Tuesday, it looks like we might have a swing and a miss. Oh, shit.
You missed Monday, too. Don't forget. You missed Monday. Why don't you just call it Make It Mondays and then miss the rest of the week?
15, 14, 13.
He's counting down.
Damn.
He's counting down.
Plate for the
Whoa.
Shekels. I don't want to
My
fail.
goodness.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Okay, we got
3, 2,
Fuck.
1. Wow, Johnny's fired. No.
Johnny's
Well, that's it.
fired.
Done.
We missed today, guys.
Oh,
It
yeah,
happens
that's right,
very
David.
rarely.
It happened
95
yesterday.
short. For today's program, a big day.
Yeah, a lot of the time when these guys go up against each other, it just becomes a whole, scrum. The chat gets in there, David jumps in there, everybody's jumping in the whole thing. It becomes quite a like I said, a scrum, like in rugby,
It's very active.
corn diffs in there.
I try to be here and there.
I've just started to chime in to the chat over there. I just started to recently. I used to just watch. Now I'm saying something. Because you know what?
active.
I've already been doxxed. I mean, what the fuck I gotta worry about?
David Chandler donation away from missing or from hitting.
He's busy
Today's goal.
blowing me. He's under my
Well,
desk.
guys, if you feel like Chip
Chandler's busy under my desk.
Jesus.
He'll go over there and
Inappropriate.
give now.
Inappropriate.
real, it's us doing an over-the-top begging bit.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I thought it was Gino Bisconti in the chat. This is Gino Bisconti's airborne herpes pumps. What the fuck was that? Was that bed bugs? Beg bugs. That's what they get in their bed at SteelToe's house. Beg bugs. Thank you so much. I'm going to be here all week. I want you to try the veal. Tip your waitresses.
Bit to take money we need to keep our company running and try to raise it in a fun way that's not yelling
The
at
money
people
we
like a
need to
lot of
keep
people
our
do.
company running.
Wow. See that? When you start to do that, you come off a little bit thirsty. Don't you think?
A little?
A little off-putting, a little thirsty. This is like,
Yeah.
this is like, did you ever see, what's that movie with Robert De Niro where he goes to see Billy Crystal, who's the psychiatrist or something?
City Slickers.
City Slickers? No, not City Slickers. Boy, way off.
No.
Billy Crystal's a psychiatrist.
All right. When they get to this part of the show, it
Robert
feels
De
like
Niro is the gangster.
is the gangster?
Yes.
I don't know. Batman Forever.
He's just a corn, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know. You don't know either.
I don't.
It's two of us. But if you're looking while you're looking when they get
Anger
to this part,
management. No, not anger management. God damn it.
when they get to this part of the show, it feels like when I'm driving and I get to a
God
red
damn
light
it, no.
and I'm at a red light right with
Analyze
the
this.
homeless person.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you.
Did you figure out the movie name?
Analyze this.
Analyze this.
That's
There it is.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you remember when he's selling who was selling the cars? What movie was Robert De Niro when he's the gangster and he's selling the cars? He's
Planes,
like,
Trains, and Automobiles.
fuck up. He's like, how about you stop saying movie names? Right. So he's like, what? You don't like this car? You don't want this car? Yeah, no, but buy this car. I've been talking to you for a half hour here.
It's a good time.
Pay my bills, okay? Which means tips. I need the tips.
Exactly. Well, we ended today 90 away. We fucked up. We didn't get it. 90. You know what?
You don't let people know you messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't waller in it. Fuck. It's just
No.
sad.
hey, that's the way it goes today, guys. The best way for you to help this channel is to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share it with a friend. You know what I mean? Like, roll through it. Don't sit there and fucking, oof, boy.
Don't have a fucking breakdown at the end of every episode.
Oh, the fucking what?
That you don't have to go.
Show wasn't
right.
Not good anyway. Sean says, Aaron, dude, you really need a tambourine.
It puts a weird pressure on the listeners.
It does.
It really does, because you feel like, oh, I failed them. I'm the reason that he's saying they're not succeeding right now.
Right. Yeah, look, and
I can't even go in there and crosstalk. Damn it!
Is that this whole thing with that David's saying in the chat? Could you read this, please, Corndiff?
Trying to take a bong hit, but yes, David Chandler. The reason I didn't was because of Aaron blatantly creating fiction that Melton didn't want to accept the fight. When I was watching him react live by yelling, "I accept" repeatedly.
Same. I was watching that part too. Did you see that, Corndiff?
I did.
Okay, so here's like 3 guys sitting here who literally, fucking Aaron, dude, 3 of us saw you say it. We watched it fucking live. I don't know exactly what day or what live stream. Maybe it was also the live stream where, by the way, I just want to let everybody know, we are also fans of the Nobody Likes Onions program. And what everybody may not know, hold on. Shit.
Where did I go?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I know what I got to do. Here we go. Is that we were mentioned the other day on the Nobody Likes Onions stream. He was watching our show and he said we were funny.
Did he?
He used the word funny. Oh, that was nice. Very nice to be.
Thank you.
Very nice to be recognized by somebody that you just watch and makes you laugh. He's funny.
Fuck yeah.
And I think what's happening is SteelToe is seeing like what some of this other stuff. He's trying to emulate certain things and it's just not working. He doesn't have it. He doesn't
have that spunk.
Right. And he also doesn't know how to be mean and make it look like you're not being mean. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a fine line. It's a gift.
Yeah.
And also you can't sit there and say someone's going to fight and then deliberately fucking lie about it. I'm not fond of that at all, man. So I really lost a lot of respect for SteelToe after seeing him directly fucking lie about it. I don't like that shit at all. That's not cool. But I don't hold it against him. He might have got caught up. He might not even remember what he said, because sometimes you ever get on a stream and just forget later what you said, dude?
I've gotten on streams and forgot that I've gotten on streams.
Okay, well, there you go. You see what I mean? So, I do give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but, you got to run the tape back and look. Run it back, bro. Run it back.
A little tiny bit.
Bring plate. It's too bad. Oh, well. Well, guys, throw in when you have time. Let's get that 90 down. What are you going to do? Johnny, let's take a half hour extra today. What do you say? We'll take a half hour off. Get our day started.
Sounds like a decent plan.
Hey, and if you don't like this show, if you think we're dog shit, this is a big day for you. You get yourself a nice little victory. Congratulations. Enjoy it. Savor the flavor, because it doesn't happen.
It's still like he's trying to guilt them.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you tonight. Hopefully we knock out that extra 90.
Savor the flavor. See, what he's doing is he's recognizing a failure publicly. Now, it's not a failure.
But I feel like he's deflecting and insinuating that the large majority of his viewers right now are haters, and that's why he didn't hit the goal, that the haters were tuned in.
Right.
We're reading too much into him. But
well, you know what though? But when you focus, I mean, in this game, you and I both know if you focus on the negative, it can be off-putting.
Yeah, but he's using it as a scapegoat.
Hold on a second. Things are happening here. Things are happening here that we need to look at. We need to recognize that we got stuff going on in the chat.
Membership giftings?
Yeah, there's membership things happening. We got to pay a little more attention here. Hold on.
Gina Bombina. Okay,
so hold on. Here we go. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, yeah, there we go. Captain Gallagher gifted 5 ZDT memberships over there. Thank you so much. Look who's watching. We appreciate it. Hey, it's Travis, Dreamscape, and Mean Girl Shar. Well, okay. Be nice here, Char.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, though.
Glad to have you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We caught some big ones the other night when we did the chat with Dana. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Uh-uh.
All right, we got 20 likes on this. Let's keep that going up. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for your support, and thank you. Yeah, there we go. More members, more people coming and watching the Ripcast on all that. But get over to Ripcast. Make sure you get that subscription running over. So this whole thing with this, just not working out on the old. On the old attitude front here.
And the whole goal. April will be here tomorrow at 6 a.m. April and I will be here at 7 p.m. tonight for the evening show. Take it easy. Talk to you then.
So that's sort of like, the whole thing. And that's really those little blurbs that he says about Patrick and the things that Patrick pulls and covers and gets from his audience are the only things that we hear about when SteelToe is talking about Patrick. I mean,
Right.
You can't pull like so much. You can only pull like so much in the show.
Dun, 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 dun. I love the best part about all of it is the 90 doesn't go away.
Right. They still have to roll it over to the next day. So what they do is they have this goal system where they will do overtime at the end, right?
Yeah.
For that
correct.
30 minutes if they get to a certain amount.
Yes.
I don't know. Doesn't seem to be going very well. And watching April, she has lost a lot of her sweet Minnesota-ness. You know what I mean? Everything now is pretty much like almost burdensome when she's on the show.
Yeah, I mean, there's some mornings when like she's running late and it seems like Aaron gives her a little bit of extra grief, and she's pretty quick to clap back at him. I like that.
Right. And I mean, watching some of the stuff where he talks about the interaction between them is also a pretty unique observation. I mean, I've never been married, so I wouldn't know about some of those dynamics, but I would imagine that there's different things that happen in relationships. And again, I'm not here to sink anybody personally or take out anybody's channels, but if you're going to lie and you're going to lie about somebody like Patrick, well, a lot of people listen to him and he's going to show you where you're lying.
Oh yeah.
So maybe a lot of people who are watching should just understand that the internet is forever.
Holy shit. I wanted to check their subscribers. Didn't they have another 10K subscriber victory party?
And now it's Patrick who's up over 10. But he seems to think that somebody bought fake ones and that they're just going to take them away.
Yeah, but either way, my point is they've claimed to hit the 10K twice. They're still under 10K. It's 9.99 for them right now.
Right.
Holy shit.
I mean, this is really just, this is the internet speaking back to you. You have to understand that you can't go on there and have this sort of pompous, condescending, attitude. I mean, it just comes across. And I think that it has come from a defensiveness. And now what I see is, to be quite honest, and I'm an older dude, man. I see different things than a lot of people will because my eyes are bad and I can't really hear that well. And, it's like, what? I forget shit. I don't know why I'm in a room. I keep forgetting what I came in here for.
Zero Dark McConnell over here.
Zero Dark McConnell. So anyway, when you really have to look at how your audience is responding. If you're doing that, you got to change it up. They used to do just news stuff. They barely paid attention to any of this other shit. They should keep their head down, not even worry about this dude, not even worry about Patrick. If they didn't, it would have kind of diffused itself a lot, don't you think? They gave it the gasoline.
Yeah, I think they're hoping to drum up some hype, and that generates more audience retention, I guess.
Well, a lot of people say, there's no such thing as bad press,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? But on the internet, that could be a little different because you could draw the wrong type of, crowd towards you, right? You could draw the goons and the goons and the hate.
You can quickly get a lot of bad press.
Exactly. I mean, we have very few hate watchers here today. We can tell because we got a bunch of great likes from everybody, a lot of participation. Want to thank everybody for the super chats and everything and joining us tonight. And make sure you go follow Corndiff, Ripcast, and everybody else. We're going to
thank Carlos Danger for stopping in also.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thanks to Carlos.
Check him out.
Thanks to everybody who's supporting the channel. Thanks to our new members, new subscribers, the gifted subscriptions. Thanks so much to everybody for those. And at the end, I think what I have now, I'm just going to stop this I think I have a credits thing. Hold on. Let me try and get this here and see if this works. Okay. Let me try this. I don't know if it's going to work. You see anything?
What?
I'm trying to see if my credits, I did my credit roll. There's a thing at the end that will do credits. It's pretty cool. Anyway. Thanks so much, Aussie. We do appreciate that.
Thank you.
We always appreciate the good word from way across there. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Follow Corndiff, follow Zero Dark Tony, the Ripcast. We do it so you don't have to. Give it to him, big guy. See you on the next one.
You gotta eat, get money.
Get money.
Choose for your